Hey, what's going on guys, Dignal here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to over-edit like a professional, alright? In this video I'm going to be showing you a lot of different things. You've seen the preview, so you know what you're getting into. It might be a pretty long tutorial because, you know, there are a lot of effects for seemingly no reason. Yeah, everything you will need is in the description. There's going to be a couple sound effects, maybe an overlay, and some presets pretty much. So yeah, go ahead and download those, and I'm gonna try and set this up correctly. So I'm gonna go ahead and import my clip here. I'm gonna be using this this lovely clip right here, and let me just go ahead and import it. And you need to just mark your kill, of course. That's gonna be here for me, and just drag it in. And I like to just sync it up with when you can see the character go blue, sort of. So right there. Okay, and let's go ahead and just fade that in, and we can just split it there, just like that. And let me go ahead and lower the volume a bit for you guys. Okay, yeah, that's a bit more like it right there. So as you can see, we have the video right here, and just like that, we can just go ahead and drag it out a bit and fade it out, and now we have what we're working with pretty much. So the first thing you're gonna want to do is just go ahead and drag your sound effect in here, and I have this imported already because I haven't actually made it into an MP3, but it will be for you guys. So just go ahead and drag that in there, and go ahead and put this part sort of. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 goes like roughly 7 frames into the MP4 from the end, and then put it at the end, and then you should be fine. So the first thing you're gonna want to do here is add some black bars and some rotation. So we're gonna go to where the sound effect starts right here. We're gonna click on our cropping tool in the main track, and we're gonna go to position, and we're gonna add a keyframe. Now we're gonna want to go 1 frame before the end so that we can see what the fuck we're doing. I'm gonna go ahead and 1 frame before the impact rather, which I should mark realistically right there. And let's go ahead and just zoom that in a lot, and make sure to just enable lock aspect ratio right here. So let's go ahead and do that, and let's go ahead and zoom in a whole bunch, probably zoom it out a bit more, and just go ahead and see how it looks. That looks decent to me, I guess. I mean, it doesn't really matter exactly how big it is, but yeah, just go ahead and split the clip on the kill, and go ahead and reset your mask on that. So just go ahead and roughen out any edges, so just make it a tiny bit smaller if there are some black areas. Unless you don't mind them, you can just ignore them really. But yeah, now we're gonna go ahead and add some black bars. So I just add a video track, go up here, click on insert generated media, solid color, color, just go black. You can add an overlay as well, but it's harder to keyframe, so I'm just gonna do this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and crop it so that, or just cut it so that it ends on the kill. I'm gonna go ahead and actually start this clip with black bars because why not? It doesn't really matter. You guys can just like fade them out just how you want. But I'm gonna go and start mine with some black bars here. So just go ahead and add these lines. I'm gonna go make this a bit bigger, and just make these lines sort of like that, and we can drag them out a bit here. But yeah, you can just make it so that this line up here lines up with these dots, like 1 dot into the actual track, and just make sure to do that with both of them. And just like that, now we're vibing. And as you can see, we have some black bars right there. Just go ahead and make another keyframe where the sound effect starts, and go to the kill before, or go to the second to last frame, and drag them in 1 more dot right there. And just like that, we have a good black bar animation. Just like that. Now we can go ahead and add our velocity. So I'm just going to use normal velocity for this, and I'm going to set that to 50%. I'm going to insert remove envelope, 3 frames back, 1, 2, 3, and then just set these last one to 300. just like that. And now just go ahead and add the impact over edit onto this one. Pretty much what I've done here is I've just taken a normal impact, and I've added some Zqoh. So I've made it green, and I made the brightness, I made it very bright, but I've also made the threshold very high, meaning that it gives it sort of a cool look that I really like. So yeah, I've also gone in and added a lot of tilt shake so that you guys can actually, it looks pretty good. So as you can see, if I go and pre-render this, so just so you guys can see sort of how it looks, you can obviously download the link yourself, or the preset yourself, and try it out, but just like that. And we need to go and actually keyframe the first one right here. I'm not really sure why it's a bit messed up. Let's go ahead and just drag that out here, I think, and just make it, just play around with the keyframes, make them look good. If not quite sure what you're doing, just mess around with them. You can always just reset the preset. That's fine. I think that's fine. Alright, we still have a couple more things to do. So just go ahead and make a new video track and drag the black bars to the top. And go ahead and just split this track somewhere in the area before the transition starts, or before the fade in starts, whatever you have, and just in between the sound effect and where the clip starts. So somewhere like here, probably. I'm gonna do here, and I'm going to actually hold control and drag it up, press U and delete that one, and we can actually make that a bit longer, I think. Actually, yeah, we fucked this up. Let's just go ahead and Control Z this and split it a bit more behind, like right there, and press U on the top one and delete the bottom thing. And right now we just go ahead and fade in the top one, split the bottom clip when the fade in stops on the top one, and fade it back in like that, and we make both of them linear, just like that, and it should reduce the flickering. Now you're gonna want to add a magic bullet looks preset that will be linked in the description. I'm also gonna be linking a video that shows you how to actually import the magic bullet looks preset, so that I don't have to explain that in this video. But yeah, just go ahead and drag default on, click on edit, click on looks, and then drag the one that you want. I'm gonna go with the which one am I gonna go with? I'm gonna go with the purple aberration, or whatever the fuck you call it, just like that. As you can see, looks quite cool. Now there are a couple more things you need to add, actually, or you actually need to add the preset to this before you do that. So you can just go ahead and add the build up right here, and drag all the keyframes so that they are correct. If we can just do that real quick, and let's hope that it is fine right here. Let's go and set it to 0,4 on the S shake right there. Just set that at the end. And we need to drag out the pre-shake, actually. So let's go ahead and drag that out real far, just like that. And if we go and pre-render the entire thing, you will see that it fades into this cool look, and then it starts going like that, and then it has the pre-shake, and then you have the impact right there, which is sort of cool. And if we just go and play this, as you can see, looks quite cool. There is still one step left that we have, so just go ahead and make a new video track that black bars to the top once again, and go ahead and just hold control and drag that up and split it where the sound effect starts and fade it in. So now we're actually gonna want to go ahead and apply some glow to this. So just go into your Zqoh and get some normal, like, pink or red glow, whatever. I'm gonna choose red for this, actually. But yeah, you just go ahead and click on your cropping thing, click on mask, and just make a sphere around your opponent. Mine's very small right now, but if yours is bigger, just make it as big as your opponent. Set the feather type to both, and then the feather percentage to 15, and make the mask slightly bigger than your opponent is, because 15 is quite a lot of feather. So just keep that in mind, and just go 3 frames out every time, and then correct the mask for every 3 frames you have. just like that, and we can keep going really quickly here without any issues whatsoever. You don't really need to care all too much about this because it's just gonna look like a big red blur here. It will look a bit better if you do keyframe it properly. Obviously, you can't really just fuck around with it all too much, but you do not have to be exactly accurate. You obviously don't need to crop the body out every time. That would be a huge waste of time. But yeah, just keep going out like this and correcting the mask. Just like that. 3 frames, and just make it bigger as you go along as well if the character moves closer to you. Just like that. And a bit bigger, a bit thicker. And just like that, just make it a whole lot bigger. Towards the end, it does not really matter. Because, you know, the character moves so quickly and there's a lot of other effects going on. Just like that. And now, if we pre-render this, we should be able to see that there is a sort of red glow there that looks quite cool. You can set the color to whatever you want, really. But yeah, let's go ahead and play this back one more time so we can see sort of what we've done here. That looks quite cool. Yeah, very cool, guys. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this sort of quick tutorial. If you did, make sure to leave a like down below, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in a couple days, and peace.